We'll plug.
And we're live! Hello,
Yeah.
hello,
Hello. Hello.
We can see
Um,
your desk, Olga, so we don't have names on the screen.
but it's fine. I'm Olga. And I'm today without the face cam because I caught the cold yesterday, and nobody
Oh.
should be allowed to see me in today's condition.
I'm just glad you didn't lose your voice because you need your voice today. Oh, we've already got people sending hearts. Hello, Belinda. Hello, Olga.
So maybe I will still share it before I will get caught up with the work. Just a disclaimer, I'm very slow today, so be understanding. There is a lot
Olga,
of
slow? Never.
yeah, a lot of medicine to stop my nose from running, and those medicine yeah, that's a cool thing, but it makes me very, very slow mentally.
I didn't know there was a way to slow you down, girl. We've got good evening from Australia.
Ooh. No, mate. Okay, I did share it. I don't see comments on Facebook like always. If you struggle with Facebook,
Okay.
guys, we are also live on
Yes.
YouTube on
If you,
Stamperia channel.
because I noticed yesterday somebody was saying they were in Facebook jail and couldn't comment. So please head over to YouTube where you can also find Stamperia because we stream at the same time in both. So we in Stamperia Facebook and we are in Stamperia YouTube. So you can find us in both places. We've got Roberta saying hello, Belinda and Olga.
And
Lots of
we
people starting to come in and saying hello. We've got
and
Terry
we
saying hello.
hello.
From Holland. Isabel from Spain. It's our usual world thing. Okay, I'm also going to put, because I see you put the Lady Vagabond paper there, I'm just going to put a link
Yes,
to the.
because I was thinking we can start with not maybe necessarily my work in progress. We can start with the pretty screen. That will
So,
give like 1 minute for people to tag along. And today we will play with the houses. And they were first thing that I fell in love
your
in that
favorite.
section.
That and the book. I know those two are your favorite.
This one is my favorite since like forever and ever. I have all those houses, fuzzy cat, including the windows and everything in from the first batch that I got. I still have them from the very first paper. Of course, I because they are my favorite. So I went ahead and buy myself a nice stack of 10
10 sheets. This
sheets.
is you.
Yes,
Can
yes,
never have too
exactly.
many of those.
So
Jessica
I
says it's
will.
going to be crazy. That's
It's
us.
kind of crazy because guys will make one of those houses into 3D lantern. I was thinking about this house, but as you can see, it doesn't fit my frame very well.
Doesn't fit on the screen. No.
Exactly. So we will go with the next of the
Next
big
size down.
houses. Yeah, so we will do the yellow one. I decided to go with the bigger one because it will be easier to
Easier
show
to
all
cut.
the details.
Also easier to cut the windows, I'm sure.
Actually, it's easy both ways. Wait,
Same.
let's cut one window just to show how it's supposed to be done because it's always an issue. First of all, if you want to fussy cut a little bits and pieces, start with them first because if we have the whole house
Out.
cut out, it will be very hard to go with your knife. You can use scalpel or you can use a long blade. I prefer a big blade and I use scalpel just for tiny detail like those little elements here. And
Right.
first I would go through whole paper. Wait, let's take the small one just for the beginning. and I would make a little cut along the lines on one side only. So I
So
would
you're
go
doing
either
the
vertical.
verticals
Yeah,
first.
I
Yeah.
would I would either go vertical or horizontal on all of the windows at once. All of the lines at once, first one way, and then we will go rotate and go the other way.
And we've
Just
got Radovan in the house. Hello, Radovan.
Radu, what's up, teammate?
So
I'm so
awesome.
excited. I'm so excited.
We've got so much
Okay.
support in the chat. It's awesome. Okay, so now you've done horizontal and vertical, and then you can just pop them out.
Yeah, exactly. And I never force them out. So if they don't want to pop as easily like those, that means you didn't do a decent cut. So remember to use the fresh blade. I usually would break
Snap
it.
it off. Yeah.
Yeah, before I do the fussy cutting, because the dull blade will like make you very frustrated. And I would cut out all the windows at once because I'm already there, so it's easier. And ta-da, ta-da,
Like a
ta-da!
cooking show. Ta-da! Here's
Exactly,
one.
like
Just
a cooking show.
demonstrating.
So
Awesome.
this one is quite cute, but if you want to make 3D base from it, it's only paper. It will not hold up.
No.
Definitely would not hold up the construction. So it would be cool to support it with something. Here I use the really nasty chipboard that I still had in my stash from pre-pandemic times when we were doing stuff for school.
Pandemic. That's not. It's a thing. Pre-pandemic. Yes, we know it well.
Exactly. And that's how I would make them 3D. That means I'm cutting those little windows and I would mark them on the piece of cardboard, and then I would cut around them because there is no point of cutting those little openings in the chipboard. You
Oh
cannot
no.
see the chipboard anyway, and my whole construction is still supported.
Yes. No, that's a very good idea. Because to cut the chipboard that small, I think you'd just like lose the plot. Or I would.
Uh, yeah, that's the thing that it's happening. To be fair, that happens a lot. We all know one of our teammates that take bravely the decision of sticking the paper on the chipboard first and then going with the tiny scalpel and trying to cut out those windows.
I don't
That's
know.
why
I think I would go through a million blades just trying to do that. Because yeah, you need a really, really sharp blade for that. Hello, Jennifer from Cape Town.
that's why we share the tip. Okay, so that's my like main layer. And I was thinking that it would be cool because I cut out all the windows. So of course, for lantern, we will place the lights inside. Only one wall have openings to not lose the light all over because it will be shining only through the front. So the sides are made from the same house. Of course, they all have doors. We will take care about them in a second. We will cover it up. I will just stick my house on the acetate, but first it would be cool to do something to our acetate. So I will start with
Just hang on a sec, because I can see in the chat it's not on the screen, but Kim Kimmel was asking, where can we get the chipboard houses? Kim, she made that house. So she
I made it.
Yes, she cut out her house, traced it onto just normal chipboard. So you could use cereal boxes, you could use whatever you've got at home, trace it onto that and cut it out. And then she's glued it together. So she just prepared it off screen so that we weren't sitting here for 100 hours, because already I think today we're going to be at least an hour and a half. So go get your snacks, get your coffee.
Yes, it can take a while.
Wherever you are in the world, be prepared.
We can do it. So here I have the sanding block, and I will sand the back of my acetate. Why are you sanding the acetate? So you cannot see through it, because the inside of my house will not be pretty. And through that acetate, you can see everything. And if I will make it matte, you can't see through it. But if I will put the light behind, it will still reveal the pattern. So I will just make it matte quite fast.
Either that or you could put tissue paper behind it if you've got, or tracing paper, something along those lines.
That's a very good idea. Unfortunately, I didn't have it when I was prepping for the live stream. But yeah, tissue paper will work beautifully. Even the parchment paper, the one that you use to put your sandwiches in.
Yes, wax wrap. Hello from sunny Scotland. Wow, sunshine.
Somehow Germans call it butter paper.
I don't know.
It's like with the butterfly. There is a mystery about language and butter.
Samantha's in the house. We've got my design team coming in to support you. It's awesome.
Oh my God, everyone are here.
Sam, I did pick up. So Samantha is my design team member posting for today. We're just running a little late because it's a huge project. So you can just hang in there until after the live, and then I will post. It is awesome.
Sam is crazy with those projects. Like, seriously, there is no competition in the team, but there is a friendly competition, and Sam and Rada just like knock it over.
Like,
they just joined and they just like put all of the rest of teammates, far behind.
And Penny is reminding us, remember to like and share the live stream, because remember, you can win a pizza box.
Calorie-free pizza. Okay, so it's kind of matte. It's not completely matte because you can still see through it, but it's matte enough to not show the insides of my house. And I'm grabbing this little baby.
The blue alcohol paints. They're really awesome.
Exactly. And we will make a couple of spots. Okay, and it would be cool to have isopropyl alcohol or something like that handy. And I have it somewhere. Oh, yes, I have it here.
You have it somewhere, yes.
Yeah, I have this one. It came out with the resin, I believe, but it will work with the inks as well, because I just want some stains on my background. I will use my finger. You should not do it because my finger will be blue for a long time, but I don't mind.
Sponge on your desk, you can use a sponge.
Yeah, but I can also use my finger. I will not die from it. As long as I'm not inhaling the ink, it will be fine.
It's fine. You're just absorbing it through your skin. Isabella is asking, what did you do with the acetate? So you used sandpaper?
I used, you can use the regular sandpaper in our local hardware. I found the blocks. It's just sandpaper stuck around the
like a
piece
sponge.
of bone. Yeah, so it's easier to grab. But a regular, just flat sandpaper.
Remember, if you're going to sandpaper, check which side the printing's on, because if you sand on the printing side, you're going to take it off. So.
My print side is the top side, the one without sanding and the one without alcoholing. Belinda reminded me about the sides before live stream, so I prepped it well.
Yes,
then this side,
if you're going to overwork it, you're going to take the printing off. So there we go. Perfect.
Yes, so it's better to be safe. Okay. And I will stick it down with this little baby. It's a crystal drop. You can also use it on objects to make them dimensional or to add crystal effect. I'm using this one because it will adhere to acetate without any issues. And because of
nice fine tip.
Because the acetate is so thick, it will add a little bit more sturdiness to my whole construction.
These acetate sheets are really nice and thick. They're really nice and strong. So yes, it'll help to secure the front of your house and make it stronger.
Yes.
Samantha says this looks like so much fun. Yes, it is. It's always fun to watch Olga create.
And so much fussy cutting. Honestly, like cutting out the houses used up all my Pasicat energy spur uh, reserves. So I use them every time when I feel like Pasicat something. I'm Pasicatting those houses. So even if something will go wrong, I still have some spares.
Backup.
So
Your
yeah,
backups have
so
backups. This is good.
I have the backups of the backups. And now the house is sitting on the surface. I would leave it for a dry for about 10 minutes and then we can just cut around it. I know that I could put it just next to the edge, but I was aiming for interesting pattern of those lines in the windows.
To shine through the windows, yes.
Okay, so this one can go for a rest for a while, and we have the blue stain on our desk. Remember that alcohol ink will stain before it's dry, and stain will be permanent. This is only paper, but if you work on, I don't know, wooden table, then I would
Yeah, make sure
recommend
you
some.
work on a craft sheet of some description or the plastic packaging from your paper or something. Oh, I love this piece.
Yeah, in topic of the houses, I as much as I love them, I also love to
I'm going to give you the full screen.
engineer stuff or Frankenstein stuff, because here we have the house that I created with from all the houses, like all those add-ons and all the dimensional elements. It's a little bit busted because I dropped it more than once already. But I really like how
It's
it turned
unbelievable. It's amazing.
and how dimensional it is. So today I was thinking we can go for a similar look for the front of our house. So we have this guy where I cut out only the openings in the windows. Then we have this guy. I cut out the windows and I made sure that I will make a nice cutout. So I have spare windows. I know they have a yellow edge here. It's just the foam from it's a kiddie foam. I don't know how to.
Craft foam. Yes, we call it
Yeah,
craft
you
foam.
always call it kiddie foam.
And,
So
and Samantha says, "Oh my goodness, you have the cheek to say that I go over the top. Wow, you win."
so I will use those extra windows to cover up the fact that we have doors here. Because, I cut out those 4 houses and I still have all the rest of them on my sheet. And I was thinking that we can engineer a new entrances. We can, play a little bit with the different elements of the construction. I kept all the spare parts to be
You're
able
going
to
to be
do
the
that.
Lady Vagabond architect today.
Uh, probably I already kind of have the experience to do the job.
I would say so, looking at your ship that you built.
And the first or last layer that we have is this one. And the openings here are slightly bigger than openings here. So just in case something will go wrong with this one, I still have the spare one, because to make it dimensional, I would have to cut it apart and then put the distance behind them. We will use the kiddie foam and the cardboard. Wait, I will show you my secret stash of distance material. So I keep all the scraps. Here we have the kiddie foam in yellow. Here we have the regular cardboard pieces, a little bit thicker white cardboard. I have also black foam board. So all the leftovers I keep here. And then I can just slice a little bit and put it as the distance in between my layers. Yes, we can use hot glue then, or we can use this glue. If I will use, any kind of paper-ish material as my distance, I can easily glue it with that glue And this glue
But
will...
that glue sticks everything and anything. And Nuneka says, I love your brain, Olga.
Oh, talking about Nuneka, actually, I discovered that glue thanks to her. She was raving about the glue for ages, and then I tried it, and I was like, oh, that's a good stuff. That's a good stuff.
It is amazing stuff.
One more thing. When I was looking at the house, I already made my decision what parts will be my outies and what will be innies, which one will go deeper, and definitely the door area I want it hollow, so I
As a
have
recess.
so I already made the opening here. I left this piece here. It's the piece where we have the beginning of our house, and we will see how far and how advanced we can get today. We will start with the easier version, and then we will just make it more and more complicated as we go. One more thing, I glued the whole construction with hot glue. I just couldn't wait today for Gel Medium to dry. But I also add some security tabs inside. Can you see my very clever construction? Yeah. Here through the window, you can see one of the flaps. It's one of the windows, actually. Just fold it in half to make sure that it will hold. But because it's hot glue and we will put the lights inside and they will shine, I don't want the light to peek through any of the openings. So all the inside, all the connections, I have to paint preferably black, but I'm running low on black. So today we will use shadow. It will work as well.
Work just as well, yeah.
It's very, very, very dark, very neutral gray shadow tone. The name tells you everything. It's a perfect shadow color. Okay, and we need a palette. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So here is my palette. I will just get a little bit out and let's start painting. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just have to be covered on the edges. The bottom part, I will take care about it later, because when we will put lights in, I have the lights with the big battery pack. So I want to make the bottom part like slide in, so I can exchange batteries time to time. Otherwise, we stuck. Like I'm stuck with most of my projects where I light them up just time to time because the batteries are not exchangeable.
Yeah. You got a nice big battery pack there, so that's easy to get into and change.
But the piece still looks good, even if the batteries will.
Yes, it's still a gorgeous ornament, even when it's done.
Because you have the globe at your place.
Yes.
The one I did for vernissage. I hope that those batteries are still kind of somehow working.
They are working. I put them on for guests the other day. They were also impressed. I like to put lights in everything. So I was lighting up the eggs. I still got your Christmas ornament that you made with the teeny tiny houses.
Those teeny tiny, I have just 3 of the little packs, so I'm saving, because you get, unfortunately, only 1 per sheet in the small set. From what I remember, so I'm saving them for very, very special idea, but they already don't have windows. I already fuzzy cut everything.
Yes, so Roberta's saying it would be perfect for Christmas. So Olga actually did that for Christmas with the teeny tiny bottle. She 3D'd the... In fact, let me get it. While you're busy doing that, I'm just going to go and fetch it. It's on my shelf.
Okay. Okay. So Bella left me unsupervised.
Oh, no, you're not. Don't think you're unsupervised.
Oh, okay.
Nice try.
Not unsupervised.
Nice try.
I was almost unsupervised. I just wanted to remind everyone about the pizza giveaway. And the fact that they can also find us on Stampers Worldwide on Facebook. And Belinda also have a group. It's called Belinda's Inspiration, Creative Inspiration for Everyone.
Oh,
It's also
yeah.
on Facebook. And we have really cool community on
So
Facebook, on
here's the
Stamperia
little
stuff.
tiny version that Olga did. I'm going to try and turn my lights out and see if you can see the lights. Oh, we still have light on. Okay, we'll turn that light off. Okay, there we go. Oh, now we have my screen, but you can see the lights glowing. These are the teeny tiny ones she did. So the lights are inside there. And
Yeah, those are easy to change.
Yes, very easy to change. So this is the project you did when we did that marathon.
Yeah,
With,
I did it when we did
14
24
live
hours.
streams in a row. It wasn't 24
No,
hours.
it was
Still like
24 for 24th of December. I think we were live 24 hours.
We weren't. It was just 14. It felt like 24,
Oh,
and I
okay.
think that Omar felt like he was live for an entire 24. But yes,
Okay, Omar probably thought that it's like it was like whole year going on every
okay,
hour.
now it's pitch dark in my studio. I can't find my lights. Okay, here are my lights. Ah, sorry about that. Here we go.
So now you're sitting in the dark.
No, I've put my lights back on. I have a remote control for my lights, thankfully. So yes, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So Olga has the patience of a saint.
I just like when you have the house and you can light up the lights inside. And all my Christmas projects, I believe, lights up or could be turned into lights up. Minus the cards, because I just, Christmas and house and lights inside, and encourage Santa to come and stuff your tree with nice stuff. And I am good girl all year long, just for the Santa to know that I did behave. I was a nice person and I deserve the prize. Okay, so I told you that I want to hollow the doors. So I will start right now, right here. And all the areas that will be not so neat, I can mask off later on with some water pipes that
Okay,
we can
Gloria's
add to the
asking, where can I find the marathon and what was it called? I will have a look. It is on Facebook and it is on YouTube. And if you go by date, it was, I think, the 23rd of December.
It was just before Christmas this year, and you can find all the videos on Stamperia Facebook and YouTube.
I'm going to just look for it and see if I can find the link. I'm going to look. So if we go into Stamperia's Facebook.
I will just quickly tell you a tip, because this side of the acetate is the one that I mattified. So I can already stick it with Cola Extra Forte. I don't have to use the crystal drops for that. That have the advantage that glue will dry significantly faster than the crystal drops.
Yes.
And it will be also crystal clear. So all the areas that I have glue underneath my windows, I'm not bothered. It will disappear. Okay. And it already looks like it have the windows because of my...
Oh, it looks amazing already. I told you we could do a half an hour live and you'd be finished.
No, we cannot. It has to be nice. All my ideas. My popcorn brain just started to produce ideas.
Brain.
How we can upgrade and elevate the project, because I always start with... Oh my God, we're losing it all. I always start with my basic concept and then I develop everything around it. Like right now, we are developing the idea to make the hollow in the door a little bit deeper. So let's use 2 pieces of the cardboard.
And I'm still scrolling back. My Facebook is really slow trying to find the link. So I haven't forgotten. I'm still scrolling.
Oh, I think it will take you a hot minute because it was
a long time ago.
A lot of live streams ago.
If you're looking, they're all listed. If you go to the video section on the Stamperia live page, they are all listed. Every single live stream is recorded and there for you to watch in every language that was ever done on Facebook. Okay, so here was our extravaganza part 2. That was 24 weeks ago. Okay, so okay, art marathon part 1. Let me catch the link. Copy the link. Okay, I found it.
I think that it was like everyone had the separate one, but I'm not sure if we were like in the blocks or we were hour by hour. I don't remember. We
were in two blocks with a break in between because you can't live stream that long.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if every single one was a separate thing or we were going through the same studio. I don't remember.
We went into the same studio. It was one long live marathon.
So it will be easier to find in that case.
So I have found it and I did put the link in the chat. So
good admin. Good admin job.
So there was Art Marathon Part 1 and Art Marathon Part 2, and I've just seen Anna's come into the house. So we've got our whole design team is in the chat. So awesome, your support, guys. It's so nice to see you all here.
It's so cool. That's
Anna has put
and
the link
I
for
have
Marathon 2. Thank you, Anna.
I'm regretting very heavily that I'm not not as witty as usual.
Not as what?
Witty. I cannot come up with any nice comment right now. My head is just like whoa. Okay. Yeah, exactly. A cotton ball. That's a good expression. But my head is usually like cotton ball with a little sprinkle of glitter on it.
A lot of glitter, girl. You're the
You're a unicorn.
Sprinkle. You're a magpie unicorn, even.
Magpie unicorn dancing on the rainbow.
We could start a trend.
Okay, so I'm scoring my chipboard together with my paper because on this side, as you can see, I don't have any area to put the distance in. And I really want those doors on the distance. I know those are doors from the red house, but it doesn't really matter. Those stairs will be just easier for me to make them 3D in case that I will feel like it. And here on the side of my door, I put 4 layers of chipboard just to make sure that they are in the nice distance from the rest of the construction. I will put mixed media glue all over my house. So, okay, the tab is a little bit too big, too small. Size does matter after all. Okay.
And we have Dora from Spain. No, Peru.
Hello.
Por favor. Espanol.
Hello.
I can't read it, but I think it says hello from Peru and pardon for the Spanish. That's fine. I think.
Hola, hombre, Olga. ¿Cómo está? And that's all I can say in Spanish.
It's still more than me. But I think I understood that. But it's awesome to have you here, Dora.
Okay, so now we have a hollow here, and I know that this side is not very attractive visually, but we will paint everything with mixed media glue as the primer because somehow I misplaced my matte finish medium from Stamperia. So we will use mixed media glue as the primer. And then I can take my paint, like the shadow, like the same one that I used inside.
The ombre.
Just to,
Oh, that gray paint. Okay, that one.
yeah, just to mask off all the edges. So I'm not stressing about it, but I can start to build up my house. So decided that all the windows will be also hollowed, because you can go with the window frame. It can be like pushed in the building or it can go outside. So it looks much cooler if you build stuff up, but it's much harder and it involves also a lot of fussy cutting. And I already did quite a bit, so I decided that we will go hollow. We will go hollow with the windows.
And Anna says she remembers your project was the first one on day one, super early because they made a mistake and said AM instead of PM. Yes.
Yes, because I requested Oma to put me as late as possible, and then I'm the first one.
It was so funny. That was hilarious. When I saw the list, I'm like, there must be some mistake. This can't be
Yeah,
right.
but as we already made it public, then there was absolutely no reason for me to like mess it up for everyone. It was much easier for me, just me to adjust than to ask everyone like, hey, how about moving stuff? I'll be later.
It was so funny. We were teasing you and saying, would you even go to bed? Just stay up because you're such a night owl.
Oh, not today. Not today. Today
it's showing pizza box and presents. Don't forget to like and share because then you can win a pizza box on Monday.
And those pizza boxes are filled with goodies. So now we are covering the yellowishness of the foam here. You can do it later on as well, but around the windows themselves, I don't want to mess with the paint too much to not paint over the acetate. So I'm holding it back. Acetate face down. I know it's a pretty acetate. I can use it for something. I'm using it on non-printed side that I will have to clean up anyway from the blue ink. And with that one,
yes, it will clean off. Don't panic, people. Don't panic.
It's not like I'm wasting stuff. I'm not quite wasteful crafter. I'm just I have no idea where my non-stick sheet is, and I have to hold my house quite.
Non-stick sheet, yes.
Sheet, yes, exactly. That's what I meant.
That's what you said. Yes, we know.
It's my pronunciation. It's my pronunciation. It would be cool to not mess up the windows completely. I did a little bit, but that's why we have the star ones. Because if I would focus on painting, not talking, then I would remember to not go with my brush underneath my foam. The important part is that edges are covered. And now a lot of glue, because I will probably have to slide it around. Okay, how to do it to not put my face in the...
Turn it sideways so you can see.
Yeah, but then you cannot see. And people cannot see.
No, you've got it vertical. If you turn it horizontal, you can see better.
Okay. And this one, this part, I want it to go even farther forward. That means I will need more distance. So we will again use the kiddie foam, because that will be the quickest solution, and it will be the most dimensional, unless we have, oh no, we have it.
You had black pieces. I was going to say, you showed us all your pieces in your magic box then, the scratch pack.
A magic box. I love the boxes like that. I have one with the chipboard and I have one with the paper scratch, especially the rice papers. I keep a little scraps just in case that I will have to cover a small element. Okay. So let's go with the knife that was here because I was showing you. Because scissors will not cut it. It's 3.5 millimeters thick. So quite thick. And I prefer to have straight stripes so they will hold up the construction and I don't have to be worried about hiding them. Okay, so here we will go with the narrow one. Here goes one narrow one, and here goes one narrow one too. I just have to cut out the doors because they are here. Yes, of course they are. Why not? Why not? Okay. And this time I'm cutting only the entrance. So I want to leave that little piece of sidewalk on the bottom. Okay. Come on. I can do it. Yeah.
We have lots of languages going on in the chat, none of which I can help with.
I could do Polish probably. Maybe
no,
not right now.
Teresa is asking for does this artist speak Italian? No, sorry, Polish.
No, Italiano. Buongiorno.
Blanche seems to be helping, and Crafty I Am are all, I think they've got our back. Thank
you. You know, either they have our back or they are like, no, they don't speak Italian. No.
Everybody's saying they love your nails. At least I've seen 3 or 4 comments go past that they love your nails. She does them herself.
Thank you.
She does them herself.
I started with the idea of making them all pink, and then I decided that it takes way too much time. I still like it, so I left 2 of them pink, and the rest is a little bit quicker ombre.
Tama says Omar is sending you tons of hearts.
Thank you. Omar. In general, I love our community on Stamperia, worldwide, and in your group, everyone are nice, kind, and supportive, and
that's an amazing group of people.
So I was just joking about the comments.
And I know you are. If you post your projects in Stampers Worldwide, everybody posts nice comments there too. So don't be afraid to share your project, please, especially if you've been inspired by one of the
I think that's how your Stamperia mad adventure started. You posted stuff on Stampers Worldwide.
And look at me now. You know, it's a year and a bit since I joined the Stamperia family officially.
Yeah, I know it's a year and a bit. It's
it feels like a lifetime.
It's since those steampunk eggs. So I would say since Easter.
Since Easter, yes. So I posted
since Easter before the pandemic.
Yes, pre-pandemic.
Because we bought those eggs together. And I remember when you were like carrying those ginormous eggs with you, I was like asking myself,
what is this crazy lady going to do?
Yeah, because, you know, I was excited about all the products that we got as well, but our shopping carts were very different.
Yes.
And those eggs were like, girl, I don't judge you, but I judge you.
Thanks. Crafty I Am has put the clear pack 6 assorted acetate sheets. So that's what Olga's used as the windows. Thank you, Crafty I Am.
Yeah, they come only in the pack, so you have to buy the whole pack, but no worries. They are really cool. While this one will be drying, I can show you the backgrounds. All of them are very cool, workable. especially for people like me that likes to put the lights behind the stuff or work in weird form of stuff that are suspended in the air.
Yes,
So
so one
that's
of them is blank that you can stamp on or cut out as normal.
I keep
And
I keep mine for stamping purposes because
yes, they're very nice and thick.
it stamps very nice and it looks very nice. And David made an awesome project with the acetate. He put the gold
Yes,
leaf behind it.
and
And
the Allegro paints, it looks amazing. That was in a live with me a couple of weeks ago. So it will have
yes,
been a month
since
ago.
that live stream, I'm obsessed with the gold leaf. And I was trying to put it on everything and anything. This
So the
week, I think
Lady Vagabond team is always the first Thursday of the month.
I am live like every day this week.
Yeah, you live on different platforms every day. So
And
Siri Lee is asking, is the glue using quick drying? It is quite quick. And
yes,
of course,
it
depending
is
on where
quite
you live, it is faster or slower, depending on the
it
room temperature.
is quick drying. At least the first initial dry is very fast. You can still move stuff around for a bit,
But not for
but
long, especially if it's paper to paper. It dries very
yes,
quickly. But like
paper to
now, you've
paper,
got
paper to chipboard. Right now, basically, I'm sticking paper to paper because the foam board have the
has
paper
the
on the
paper
both
cover.
sides.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I'm just removing the excess of the glue. The cool thing is that it will dry completely translucent, so you will not be able to see it. Okay, so the side look right now like this, and I do realize that it's not the cutest look, and I see that we have some problem with the spacing over here, so let's just see how quick drying the glue will be. Oh, just let it go, let it go, let it go. Ah, not so much. I ripped the paper from the
Yep, it's
from
pretty
the
fast
phone.
drying. And
But
I
it
mispronounced,
will
yeah, I can't even say the word now. I mispronounced or mispronunciated Kerry Lee's name. Okay, thank you. So in English, a C followed by an E makes it a soft sound. But I know in Italian, a C is a ch sound. And I don't know where you're from, but apparently it's Kerry. Thank you, Kerry Lee, for correcting me. I love learning all these things. Have you managed to fix your house, Madam
Yes.
Architect on screen?
Yes, I did just cut out the part of the foam that was here. So,
Can you
we
imagine
have.
if we could do alterations like that to our real house? Just pull down that piece, just unstick it.
That would be super cool. So, all the edges like that, we will mask with those guys.
You are so
And
clever.
wait. Okay, I will hold it like that. Okay,
You,
hold it like that so nobody will see where it broke. Can somebody tell me? Do you know what they are made from?
that's my pipes.
Yes. So, guys, I use the hot glue. I would recommend to use gel medium, but again, coming down with cold, no time for a lot of thinking or excessive creative process. So I used hot glue. I took those resin casts from Lady B pipe mold. And they are half pipes, and it looks cool if you combine half pipes with the whole pipes. So I just took two of them,
And
stick
glued them together.
together. They match perfectly. And to have the inside of the pipe, you can of course use the halves and just stick them together, or you can use the paper straws, like the regular paper straws for the drink. You just have to find the ones that will kind of fit, because mine are a little bit more narrow, but I like the look of 3D and half 3D next to each other. It will look very cool, and it will cover all the edges, so I'm not stressed about edges. I'm stressed about the general look of the
Construction.
front. Yeah, exactly. So let's go with, oh my God, I just hit my head
On the
into my
camera.
phone stand.
Yeah, we went flying, but don't mind us.
Sorry
You
guys
have
for
a
that.
headache and we went flying.
So here we have the piece of the house that was here, the top of those houses, because we will do the roof from two pieces of chipboard that will just come down. So all the leftovers I did keep just in case that I will need them. And look at that. It's just the case when I'm needing them. So I will carefully cut out the openings for the windows. I already cut out this bit, this dimensional part of the house, the facade. And they remind me the buildings that we have here in Berlin. I know that they are not Berlin buildings, but they are similar. They also have a lot of embellishments. If you want to take it to another level, you can cut out every section of the house, like, for example, those little supporters. Those are from the red house, this part of the house, and they will match other houses as well. So you can play a little architect. Right now, I just want to cover that blob that I have here. So I will just cut out the windows. Oh, shoot, we have the window on top. Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay.
Just
Go away.
reconstructing the reconstruction. No problem.
That's why I have spares. I knew that it cannot go so smooth.
And Sky Blue Hippie saying this is going to be a cool project, thick with yummy layers.
Yes, it will be. It will be. It will be. Actually, making those constructions do not take a lot of time if you make a lot of preps ahead. Because the most of the time, I would say I spend on figuring out like what goes where. Right now, I can kind of wing it, but with the first ones, oh my God, that was that took the most of the time. The thinking like which element of which house I can reuse and
Yeah, you're a Lady
repurpose.
Vagabond reconstruction pro now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah. And
Teresa's
I make
saying this project is fun. I feel like a little girl. Yes, we want dolls' houses now. I just love how people use all the different parts and make different projects with it. It blows my mind every time I see all the amazing creations people do. Annette is saying, love the house.
for me, it's the
Utility.
Yes, exactly. A hard word. And that's
I can
what
still only say one word in Polish, so versatility, go.
that's what makes it so wow and unique. That I can take my own idea and take it for another and another spin and look for the interesting ways to use the same objects in the new ways, and because we inspire each other.
Yes.
Every day I see in the group, I don't remember her name. She's a new Stamperia teacher from Russia, and she did Sir and Lady Vagabond alley, like
Oh,
the
like
whole.
those book boxes, like you put in the bookshelf. Yes, it was just
Yes,
mind
exactly.
blowing.
And you could look into the whole alley of the little houses, and it just like
Yep.
blows your mind. Okay, so here I will add another layer. So it will have couple of them here. When it's just laying down right now, you cannot see it. But when I start to add shading and and a little bit of mixed media touches, because it will be just a touch of mixed media, uh, paper craft with a little bit of paint shading. I would not call it mixed media, because usually when we do the mixed media projects on live streams, I'm not finishing them. So I thought that yeah, and not finishing them on the live stream, and I have way too much work to do afterwards, and it's not always clear, especially for people who are just starting to catch up with the whole process. So right now it looks like that. You
Wow.
can see all the dimension. Okay, come on, just stick. That's why we need a fast setting glue, because I'm just like pushing and seeing where it doesn't want to stuck, especially with the little bits like the trim around here. It's quite important to settle them down right now, so you will not have the struggle when you start to paint. You don't have to like re-secure every single little area. And right now I'm looking for, yes, it's here. And I knock my head on my stand again.
It's okay. This time we didn't go flying. Monica says it looks like an old building, and Crafty I Am says, oh my goodness, Olga, simply divine. And Valeria is sending you hundreds of little hearts.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I would say that front will be more or less done. Oh no, go here. Okay, when we have not so many dimensions to deal with, like just 2 layers, you can get with the stuff like that. Here it's much, the top part
Is
is 2
raised.
layers. Yeah, exactly. So when it's dry and I will paint it, it will look like I did it under the angle, and I don't have to struggle with cutting little pieces. Okay, here we have those, and we cannot have those all the way around our building, because that would be just ridiculous.
A lot of escape hatches.
So yeah,
That's
I
quite
love
clever.
your way of thinking. A lot of exit doors. There is also a lot of entryways to secure before you go to bed, to make sure that nobody will like harass you in your sleep. So we will change the doors for windows with the leftovers. And as you can see, I'm a not very clean crafter. That means we already have a little disaster over here, but I have more of those.
We have a running repair job.
Yeah, I have a lot of spares. Okay. 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 There is no point of me like doing all the sides during the live stream, so I will just make sure that the front sits nice, the one that we are all the most interested
Yes,
in.
Julia, who made that diagonal alley that you're talking about, the book alley. She's in the house. She's saying hello to everyone.
Hello, hello. I love that book, Ali, and I love all the artwork that you are presenting while a new teacher introduction. I am so excited. Okay, let's make a try. I will hot glue the battery pack inside later on, but let's see if it works. Yes, it does. It lights up. And of course, here we will go with the roof. Okay, perfect.
It
So
looks amazing. I love it already, and it's not even finished.
I love it already as well.
Okay,
Okay,
Joan is asking how many pieces of the paper did you use for this?
4,
One for
5.
each side of the house. And
Yeah,
then
you need 4 for each side of the house, but actually, this house and this house together will make the same length as this one. So you can save your paper by going like I did with that house when I had just one sheet of paper, because they all made from one sheet of paper. So I just cut out the house and I reassemble it and I re-stick everything in the random spots. The sides you can also fix with the other houses. It will also look really cool. I just thought that I have a couple of them, so I might start to use them up, because then I will not run out of the time to use up all my paper houses
Okay,
while my
but
term is
just
still
so
going up.
people know, so the paper comes in the 10-sheet pad, and
Yeah.
then it also has 6 individual designs that are in the paper pad that come as what's called loose stock. So you can buy individual sheets. You don't have to buy the whole paper pad each time. And you can buy as many sheets as you need from your craft stores. So there we have, that is
Yeah,
the
you
code.
can. This one is available in the singles for sure,
Yes,
so you can
but
just
only
go
in
and buy
12
a
by
couple
12.
pieces.
So as we were showing people earlier, that little bottle that you did with the Christmas houses from the 8 by 8 paper pad, that only comes in the paper pad.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's only the
That,
12 by 12 that comes in the single sheets that you
okay,
can buy.
so I told you I ran out of the primer. Okay, that's a lie. I cannot find it. I cleaned my
You
craft
cleaned
space.
up. Fatal
Cleaned
mistake.
out. I cleaned out. So instead of Karma rewarding me for the hard work, she's hiding everything. So I will use my mixed media glue as the primer. It will work in that
It
case.
works just as well. I use it to prime everything. It's a brilliant sealant,
I would
especially if you're going to
prefer
do Antoni's cream paste.
I would prefer to use something matte, because I will do all the shading with the acrylic. So I would prefer to have the matte finish to be able to just shade around and not have the glossy surface. But when I will be shading, at the end, I will take paint, my shadow color. It will be highly diluted, probably more water than paint, and go all over the piece. That will give it a haze, and it will
Give the
do
shadow,
the,
yeah.
yeah, exactly, because the paints are really, really matte, so it will give me a nicely balanced look. Okay, and just to make sure that all the areas are primed, and by primed I mean just covered with something that will allow me to wipe off any paint job boo-boos that might happen. And yes, boo-boo is a professional name for the disaster.
Professional term for a mistake, yes.
Exactly. Okay, let's cut off all the axes of
Sam is shouting in capital letters, "I'm loving this house, Olga."
oh, thank you, Sam. In capital letters as well.
Bold and underlined.
Okay,
Don't forget
so
to like and share this video to be able to win the pizza box. Let me find the branding.
today we will use hot glue, but would I use hot glue if we would be not live? No.
No.
I would use gloss gel, because gloss gel will hold it better, but it will take a longer time for stuff to settle down. And I just want to do the front to show you how it will look. In the meantime, we can do a roof that is not on fire. Okay. Okay, so now I'm very against using a ruler at any cost. In most
How
of the
are we
cases,
friends? How are we friends? You know I
I
measure everything.
I have no, but I will do measurements. Come on, look how professional I am. I'm marking everything. I even found a pencil, especially for that occasion.
Patricia
Okay.
says she's sure Lady Vagabond is ready to move in.
I think that we still have to cover up a couple of entrances before she will move in. I'm scared that those burglars can, just harass her. So I would cover all the entrances, but we will play with it a little bit later. And okay, and now again 5, 2 to 5. See, I'm using the ruler.
I am
This is
so
not very
impressed.
good
It's the bluntest pencil I've seen in a long time, but yeah.
because it's matte pencil. It's a charcoal pencil. But the only other thing that I have on my desk is a blue
It's okay.
pen.
Your blade is sharp, and that's all that counts.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm you cannot have everything. Now I have the blade handy, so I cannot have the pencil handy as well.
I'll
That will
settle for a
just
sharp blade. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll settle for a sharp blade.
be too much. Maybe next time I will switch for having a pencil and a knife on my desk, but we will have to
Oh,
sacrifice
good
something
grief.
else.
I wouldn't know who it was that I was talking to then. No, we can't have that.
Okay, let's do it like that. Yeah, that will work. So, as you can see, I did all the professional measurements, and in a very professional way, I'm marking all the lengths. Uh, I'm not the person who will give you a PDF with the measurements, because when you cut out your houses, the measurement will depend on the fact, are you inside the line or outside the line? And remember that they are not like, those are straight lines, but those houses are a little bit whimsical.
Yes.
So if you want to have like perfectly measured everything, then you will have to trim your house a little bit. And I like to avoid trimming my house if it's possible, because I like the fact that they are not perfect. So because they are not perfect, they hide all my imperfections. So it's easier for me to work with unperfect house with my unperfect techniques. Okay. And now we have the foam under the ruler, and we have the mess on our desk.
Turn it,
Okay.
turn it, turn it. You haven't got the metal side of
Oh,
the ruler. I wanted to reach through the screen and flip it for you. That was so funny.
but my first thing was like looking at my blade. See, I told you I am slow today.
It's
Okay.
fine. That's why I'm here. I've got your back.
So I have one that it's already perfectly measured. So now let's knock the head with the camera with our head. That's also a part of the process. Now let's mark the other rooftop, and I will just cover it with the scrapbook paper. You can play and take your leftovers of the papers and make a small roof tiles, but today we will not do it. Okay, let's make a deal. You are perfectly allowed to do it, but I will not do it today because nobody has time for that.
No, we're already on an hour and 10 minutes. You're doing well, though. You're doing well. We did tell
I
everybody at the
know.
beginning to get their coffee, their breakfast, their evening tipple, depending on where you are in the world, to get comfy and settle in. We said we'd be at least an hour and a half.
So that will be my rooftops. And look, I can leave them with the a small edge hanging. That's how I like to keep
That
my
looks really
rooftop,
cool.
with
Yeah.
a little bit of the roof here, because I already know. Wait, yeah, see, resin and the straw with hot glue. And that's why we don't want to use hot glue, because it falls apart. But I know that if I will leave around 1 centimeter of overhang, then my pipe fits perfectly underneath.
That is so
So
bad.
this is one rooftop. This is another rooftop. It's good to center them. With the insides, you can paint them. I will use my leftovers from the other houses, but you can see that the rooftop is already
And
on.
okay, so that's me being really like pedantic. I know you're not going to do it, but I can see that the roof finishes halfway through that top window. If you had to make a flat top section, you could have a
No,
roof garden.
I can rise it up a little bit.
No, it's not a problem at all, but you could have a roof garden.
Ooh. Oh, so then I make a flat section here, yeah?
Yes, just below that one, and you could have like a roof garden. I don't know, that's just me being me. Yes.
But that's very cool idea, and probably I will do so. But for now, our hot glue is already very, very hot gluish. Yeah, exactly. It's very hot.
Funny
Like
that.
funny how it works.
Running
Okay,
repairs to the
I really like this part as the bottom. The bottom of the
where the water runs out, the drain
yeah,
pipe,
exactly.
down
It
pipe.
always looks into the front. So let's trim that part here. I mean, I really like those columns, but today we don't need them. And because it's just paper, I can trim it off.
House renovation number 4.
That is so quick. I would love it to be so quick in the real life. Okay, so I already know that it will fit like that. And I want that pipe because it's my main pipe. I want to assemble it from those pieces. Because, yeah, of course, I showed you can use the paper straw, but the cool thing about those pieces is that they have those little
Joint, little lip.
exactly those little joints that add a lot to the real look of the project. I have the industrial stick inside of my glue gun. That means that I have to heat it very, very hot. So if I will touch it with my finger, then you
You
will
will be
hear it.
attacked and you will hear squeals from Olga. And they're talking
I
about the
hope that
garden in the chat. So uh, Kerry Lee is saying she wishes she had our minds and eyesight. And Agnieszka is saying a green garden. And David, of course it's a green garden, unless
of
it's
course,
a
David
winter
will
garden.
mention something about green as well, because he would not be himself if he would
If he didn't
not
mention your
mention green.
illegal word being green, and then Agnieszka's picturing little gnomes in the garden, and David says, of course, mushrooms. So yes, there's a
But
lot of.
the whole forest. Let's sit whole day and make the whole forest. I'm
Maybe
just
we should
letting
do
you know,
another
guys.
whole live stream just about the rooftop garden.
I'm just letting you know, guys, that my medicine works around 2 hours tops, and after that, my nose start to be like very.
No, we
So
don't
it
want
will be
that.
not.
Okay, finish. You've got 45 minutes then.
It will be not very pleasant for you to watch me while I'm sniffing with my nose all the time. Okay,
And
let's.
Penny Van is laughing at at the evil thought of a green garden.
To be fair, I don't imagine garden being any other color than green. It would be very sad garden if it would be not green at all. Even I have to admit that it would be very, very, very sad. Okay, so now we are risking losing our finger because my resin is very thick, and I'm just trying to make the one that will turn. Okay, yeah. The one that will turn, and I will secure it I will go after the live stream and secure every joint with the gloss gel just to make sure that they will survive because I drop stuff a lot. And if I will drop the construction that it's made with good faith and hot glue, it will not survive long. Okay, yeah.
Irina's
Almost.
saying, great work, Olga, especially when you aren't well. Yes, we really appreciate it. I said to her she could have the afternoon off, and I
No, I
recommended her
already had everything prepared, and
I know. Oh,
that's
Kerry
my
D's
fault.
got a
'Cause
brilliant idea for it could be a Zen garden.
me and Zen, if you ever met me in the real life, I'm like opposite of Zen. As much as you can imagine something being not Zen, not at all. That's me. That's me. That's me. I can embody non-Zen definition. I think I should be in the dictionary under the non-Zen
Non-Zen.
section.
So
Okay.
the conversation about your garden could be white, and it could be from snow, or Sky Blue Hippie saying you could bleach the flowers.
Oh, Vienna always on my non-green side. Thank you.
And we could have plum cherry flowers from Agnieszka.
Oh, so now from winter we are going to Japan. Okay. Shoot.
Yeah,
I
we could
need
go Sir Vagabond.
Okay, so a nice tip, if you will burn yourself with the hot glue, I know it hurts, but don't rip off the bit until it's cold, because then you will maybe not rip off the half of your skin from your finger. I like to keep mine, but I already burned one finger, so I'm already like upset with the piping. Okay.
Harry D is also saying it could be a launch pad for Sir Vagabond. Oh yes, we could do a landing strip on the roof for the airships. Now there's a plan.
Hey guys, you know what? Let's make a contest. Who will make the most fancy garden on their house? Okay. Just settle down, and stop being hot. I will go with the pipes all the way around. Off camera, I will spare you the pleasure of watching me burning myself over and over again.
Thank you. You're so thoughtful.
Let's grab the brush again, and I would like to remind you that
the garden, make a pool on the roof.
Everything is already like primed with the mixed media glue. Thanks to that, you can see that I can wipe off any excess of paint. I have to go over my pipes again. They don't have to be black, but it's good when they have quite dark color to start with, because then Cerantica will look better on them, and all the waxing metallic effects, all that shebang. And come on, they have to be metallic to fit my idea better. My nails are too long for me to blend here, so I will use the clean brush to do my blending.
Oh, that already looks amazing, just where you've been.
Okay, wait. How can I make you closer? Okay, guys, prepare for the close-up. So I will show you how I do my shading. I usually go with more than one color. So I would go back and make it with the cappuccino, or no, it's cappuccino, yeah. The light brown.
Light brown, yes.
I just apply a little bit of paint and then I blend it away. You can use the wet brush to remove the paint from the areas that you don't want to have paint on. I like to have paint like everywhere, just because I think that it's add to the real look if you will add some shading, especially if you can make it smooth. For most of the part, I would hold my house like that next to my face, because the glass is still
Have your
didn't
glasses
arrive.
not arrived yet? Oh my word. You're doing
They
an
should.
amazing job, even though you're half blind. Don't worry.
They will be here this week, so it will be fine. I'm not sure if they will improve my blending or painting skills, because it might turn out that my glasses will show up and I will be still at the same level, and then I will be very disappointed because I would be like, okay, so it's just my fault. uh, yeah.
But it's
Uh,
looking amazing.
Normally it would take me a while to do a shading, but shading is my favorite part of the project. So I like to take my sweet time and make sure that everything is nicely shaded, but shading one area will already kind of give you an idea.
Yeah, you
Because,
can take your time. When you're feeling better, you can finish it off.
okay, here we will make it a little bit darker, and here in the hollow, a little bit darker as well. Okay, but you can already see that this area, it doesn't look bad, but it still look unfinished, while this area is already looking much better
Amazing.
and much more grungy. Okay, and I will just put the color here, because when I make the pipe metallic, I don't want to go back here and mess it up with the dark shadows. So I'll leave this side, and yeah, and a little bit here where you can see that yellow foam. I have no idea why I didn't use the black one.
Well, maybe because the house was yellow.
Um, I think that I ran out from the black one, because it's a pack of the foam for kids. So you
Yes, it
have
comes
the
in
rainbow.
purple and white, and yes, there's only one white and one black. Yes, or you can buy it in sheets at the craft shop, A3, but it's
They
more
are
expensive.
If you buy them in sheets, they are much more expensive. The
Yeah.
rainbow pack is cheaper. Okay, so for the pipes, my dears, we will use this one, and we will use this one, and we will use this one. So it's a weird combo. I know. It's
I
silver and two
totally.
golds.
Okay, that came out of the left side. I was expecting Tarantica to come onto my screen.
Uh, I can use Tarantica, but we always do the metallic effect with the wax. And there is
No reason
such
why
a
you can't do it with all that stuff. That's awesome.
exactly there is such an amazing word of metallic products that you can use to have similar-ish results.
Similar-ish.
And with this kind of project, when I have a lot of paper, I don't think like heavy metallic effect will look good. So I would prefer to go for something more soft and supple.
You? Subtle? Okay, I've got to see this.
Yeah, soft and subtle. It might not turn any kind of soft or any kind of subtle. So this product is a Glamour Paste. It will add a little bit of sparkle, and it will add a little bit of texture. That texture will look like porous metal, like something that it's already started the rusty process, but it's not rusted yet. But if you if you ever touch the old pipes around the building, they have that
Texture.
buildup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the texture, they have a buildup.
And Crafty Mom is being evil and she's giving you a whole line of green hearts. Crafty Mom is what Olga calls my mom, and Mary Monroe is my mom, for those who don't know.
But in this way, when I say from the screen crafty mom, she knows that I mean her, because
Yes.
there can be another Mary, and I want to avoid the
Confusion.
confusion.
And
Exactly.
Patricia says when Lady Vagabond goes to make improvements, she can always use melted crayons on wax paper for stained glass windows. Good idea.
Oh,
But
that's a really good idea. I mean, that will exclude drying it with heat gun. I mean, yeah,
yeah,
today I used a lot of hot glue, so I think that like makes a big no-no for the heat gun anyway. But normally I like to use heat gun with my projects, so
yeah, you
I'm
haven't used
trying
it
to.
once today. That's got to be a record.
Um, at least I didn't lose it. I know where it is.
Jennifer from Cape Town says it's looking stunning, Olga.
Cape Town!
And Terry
Yay!
says melted crayons on wax paper reminds her of grade school. I can just picture the smell. Does that make sense?
Mm, I can picture the smell as well, but smell would not bother me. And that is another reason why I'm using paints and ceramic.
Yes, we
Because
know you have
Ceramica
issues.
smells like oranges, and it's amazing product that smells.
Like oranges. It's delicious.
Mm, I'm not the biggest fan of the scent. I love the product. I love the quality and the
But come
result
on,
that
you
you
have a
get.
cold. You have a blocked nose. You couldn't smell it today. Today would be the perfect day for you to use it.
No, it's still dry. The thing that you put in your nose, it makes it dry for a bit, and then it will get worse. Like, mm, soon it will start to wear off. I start to be less cloudy in my head, and the nose will start to become more runny than it was. Like it have to catch up with um, all the dryness that I cause for 2 hours.
So Jennifer says only an artist would say I can picture the smell. I knew when I said it was wrong, but I knew you would know what I meant. You can picture the smell of the melted wax
But
crayon.
you know what? It's quite often that some things taste like other things smell. Like we have that. There is a drink. It's premixed drink. It's called mm, mojito of something, and it tastes like my shampoo smells. It's a heavy, because my shampoo is with the passion fruit, so it
All
smells
right,
very
fruity smell.
intense, very nice, very pretty smell. And the drink that I bought, that the taste is exactly like
Like you
the.
drinking your shampoo.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's how that shampoo should taste. Okay, so
Have
I'm
you tried it
grabbing
yet?
now
That looks like
Terra de
cappuccino.
Ombra
Oh,
and Terra. Those are brownish shades, because my pipes look a little bit like metal, but it's still not even close to my liking. So when they are already covered with metallic product, I go with the matte paint on top. Okay, and everything will be nicely blended and covered with a lot of shadow paint, and maybe a little bit of patina ombra at the end, because you know that I cannot make a project without that product.
you love that stuff. How many jars have you gone through already? They should make a giant jar just
I
for you.
refuse to answer those questions. My lawyer said that I don't have to answer those questions. I definitely need more of. Mm,
Of the brick.
oh my god! Yeah,
Matone.
exactly, exactly. I forgot the English name for orange.
That's not
Yeah,
orange brick.
yeah, but it's the most orange as we get in this house. let's just not start another trend with the green and orange.
But your rust is looking awesome.
Yeah, and it's a lot of playtime going back and forward with the matte and metallic to layer the products. Because when you use a lot of layers, they will look fabulous. Okay, my brush, and it have to be dry-ish. And let's just smear it. It will stick in some areas.
Did
It
you
will
just take
not
that
in the
brush
other.
out the water jar?
No. I have the cloth handy, so I can. I
No, but
can.
what I mean is, so you put the paint on, and
Yes,
while the paint was still wet, you took a wet brush and spread it, and now you're dabbing it off. Just so
yes,
I understand the
exactly.
process. Okay.
Exactly. My process is like adding and removing uh, until I'm happy, and
Okay.
I will mix the products as well. Because now when I mix the paint with the Glamour Paste, I have the color of the paint,
With
and
the
I will
texture
get
of
the
the
text
glamour paste. Yeah.
exactly. And you know what is fun thing? When it's dry and you will polish it with the cloth, it will take off the paint from those little particles in the Glamour Paste, so it will be shiny a little bit as well.
Oh. Mm.
But okay, I like it. I will extend the same shadow around here and there just to have the color consistency. So then it's not like here we have the orange sections, here we have the gray sections. I want everything to be grunged up evenly.
Coordinated is the word.
Exactly.
It helps to
I
lead your
know
eye around the project as well. Yeah.
I know that I'm supposed to add shadows to one side and keep my highlights on the other side. I did pay attention during the classes, but um, I hate the
Something's coming from
perspective
them.
when we are live because
Yeah,
to
it's
be able to
different.
paint it, I would have to make it like this, and then
And we
you
would see
cannot see
nothing.
anything. Exactly.
It's okay. We're appreciating what we're seeing.
Yep. Okay. So now it have to dry, and I would just put it on something, and I would go around, round and round and round. For the roof, where is my roof? Maybe I will cut out a little bit longer tiles, so then I don't have to make the, oops,
Roof garden. Too many choices
exactly.
for the roof garden. Or you could just make it flat for the roof garden.
There is so many,
Options.
I see that there is so many controversies around that roof. I will just make it without garden. I will just make it more extended. I just want to block it out so I can light my house up and show you more or less how it will look. The final look will be presented in 2 to 3 days. I think I will give myself today and tomorrow to uh,
Get ready.
go. Yeah, exactly. Go around me being sick, and then in the weekend I will catch up with everything. Let's put the batteries. Okay, so how I will put the lights? I will light them up so I can see them. Because if we will light them up, then you can see where you place them. And I will just take a little bit of hot glue and glue them behind the windows. So, but I love how it looks.
Amazing. Oh, wow. Well done. You are awesome.
I love how he looks. Yeehaw! I done it.
Awesome. That is flipping awesome. That is amazing.
And
Everybody is loving it.
he will look very cute on my shelf. And
On
you
my
can
shelf.
start one.
Can
I
you
will
read it?
I will put it closer so you can
Oh, you
start.
can see the stripes from the acetate. That is amazing.
You can also see the color from the alcoholing, but the camera from some kind of
No,
reason do
it'll
not
blow it out.
pick it up. Maybe here in that area you can see a little blue hue, but in real life it's a really blue stain. Hello, Anne. I see the screen. Okay, and I hear that my voice is getting like really
You've
bad.
done amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Will we see Bella on the screen? At least one pretty
Okay, wait,
face?
I'll put myself back on the screen. Hang on, exit solo
Okay,
layout.
no worries.
I'm here.
Hello.
Anne says
I,
it looks like cobwebs in the windows. Love that. I said it looked like shattered glass when she put it in, but I like the cobwebs idea.
and I think that you can take all the houses and turn them into a tiny city. I mean, it would take like a couple minutes each house,
Couple of
but
minutes. It's only taken you an hour and a half with all that prep.
I'm talking. You know, if you don't talk, then it's going faster.
True.
And when you can easily see what you are doing, because right now it's
When
like
you work
I'm
over
looking.
camera, it's more awkward,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Everybody is cheering you on. You have done an amazing job. We very
Thank
happy.
you, everyone, and I hope that you will be very understanding to me being very low and
I
a
think you
little
did
bit.
awesome. And your voice lasted an hour and a half. Way to go. Terry says, thank you for crafting with us, even though you didn't feel well. Hope you feel better soon. Yes, we're all saying hope you feel better soon. Naneka says,
To
stunning.
be fair, every time when even I don't feel good, it doesn't matter if it's physically not good or mentally not good. Crafting with my friends always help out.
Live
At
to
least
act.
it doesn't make things worse.
Everybody's saying, I can understand that. Muchas gracias.
Oh, thank you as well. I don't know how to say you're welcome in Spanish. I will have to make a short course with Nunu. With
Yes, we'll have to have a
yeah,
list of words.
exactly. To get to know how to say thank you and you're welcome and
In
no
Italian,
problem.
in French, in
Oh, I can
everything.
do the French. In French, I can say thank you and you're welcome. And I also can say a lot
Muchas
of things
gracias
that
por la harmonious clase. So I think that's thank you for a wonderful class. And Anne is saying thank you very much, Olga and Bella. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're going to say our goodbyes.
yeah,
Thank you
thank
for
you
staying
and
with us,
goodbye.
those of you
Thank you
that
everyone
stayed.
who watch us. Don't forget to like and share to win one
Share
of
and
the
thumbs
pizza
up in
boxes.
YouTube.
And I
Okay.
want to thank you, the whole Lady V team, to show up with the
Everybody
support.
was here. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome.
And
Support is amazing.
if you ever have a chance, if there will be DT call or something like that, try your chances because it's really awesome team, and I really love my teammates. Everyone are nice, supportive, creative, and it's one of the best teams I ever have been on.
We're getting all the help in the background. But anyway, bye all. Bye.